get it on iTunes or you can get it tonight. And this song is about someone in the music industry a few years ago who also had some problems with us, so it's a fuck you song to him.
I have to say that I never felt, in my life, oppressed in any way for being a woman. So I guess I'm lucky. Women dominate the pop world, so I don't really understand the question, because all the top pop artists are pretty much women. I mean, like if you would say name the biggest pop artists of our time, I would immediately think only of women, of Beyonce, whatever, Britney Spears, Rihanna.
Do you think
Lady
that those
Gaga, are all women?
Sorry. Do you think those artists control their image and identity?
I have no idea.
Does it matter?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they don't, and maybe they do, but I think that doesn't necessarily have to do with the fact that they're women, and I think that Justin Bieber doesn't necessarily control his image more than his equivalent female pop. I think to become whole and complete on stage is to be performing for yourself and not trying to be a crowd pleaser, and that is something that took me many years to learn. And I think up until the last tour I was very occupied with trying to please the audience. The good thing about having your bandmate to be your partner as well is just that there's a very open line of communication. So we don't have to be polite to each other, and like there's no tension really. I mean, actually there's a lot of tension when we're working on songs. That's maybe the only time that we actually sometimes fight a little bit, just because we're very passionate about the music. But we can say, like Hank can say to me, that sucks, and I'll say, okay, what should I do then? And you can't really say that to a bandmate. I think usually you can't say, yo, the drum part you just played sucks, and it's not okay to say that. But we have very open line of communication, and it helps, I think, because we can just get things done and say what we think exactly. I discovered last year that I have nodules on my vocal cords, and I've been going to an amazing speech therapist, and the whole way to heal from something like that for singers is very, very psychological. I've been doing something wrong technically with my voice, but because our voice is something so emotional, the root is always emotional, and I discovered that I'm like an emotional caretaker, and that I try to please people, and that I was trying to please the audience, and I push, I'm trying to please other people, I'm pushing, and that damaged me physically, and it was a very difficult year for me, and I've gone through a very big psychological change. And we just got back from our 2-month tour, and I think it's the first time that I learned to please me on stage, and I think people connect to it even more when I'm not trying to be a clown juggling act and please the crowd. I'm just getting into a very focused zone and doing what I do, you know, delivering the art. Found the music building very randomly. Just probably answered a Craigslist ad, and yeah, that was the first place we started rehearsing when we got to New York, and we were there for a while. And actually I remember seeing a copy of the Deli magazine on the table in the room that we were rehearsing in, and we looked at it and were like, maybe one day we'll be in this magazine, wow! And we actually were a few years later. Thanks so much.
She's a good one, too.